following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Arizona, Brother Mike is back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Thanks for tuning in. Today's Bible study. Whoa, Kinky Kanye. Today on Filthy Fridays on Hardcore. Please don't invite anybody to listen to this show today. This is an in-house program. Filthy Fridays, just us. Nobody else. This is Brother Mike. I'm a professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown, 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne, red brick building. The website, HardcoreChristianity.com, has all of our ministry services. As you know, we have 2 live services every week, Thursday and Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific and Arizona time. Broadcast live on our YouTube streaming channel. And it is permanently also posted on the YouTube channel, among several other social media outlets. When you go to the website, if you need a religious exemption, please let me know by sending me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. I'll send it right out for you in case they're starting to put pressure on you for monkeypox. Also, if you know somebody who needs to be healed and delivered and they can't come to the Deliverance Center, not a problem. Send me an email. I'll send you the miracle list, a step-by-step guide to deliverance and freedom that works 100% of the time. Please remember our Zoom service every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time and Arizona time. You do not have to come to the Deliverance Center to be healed and delivered. 6 p.m. Pacific time. Send me an email. I'll send you the code and the password. Kinky Kanye West. Can you believe it? Listen, folks, everything I've been teaching you on the radio program over the years, I think 100% of it, has all been accurate and all been true, as far as I know. Back in 2019, Kanye West claimed he became a Christian and turned his life over to Christ. Alrighty then. I did a radio program right away warning everybody. I said, do not believe anything these celebrity Christians tell you. They are loaded with lust demons. And I mean loaded. When they come to Christ, quote unquote, they do not go through deliverance. They do not go to their deliverance. They do not get rid of their lust demons. They do not stop sinning. They do not repent of their sins. Okay? It just doesn't happen. Okay? So I'm going to leave myself an out here and just give you 95%. 95% of all celebrity Christians who claim to be followers of Christ are, in fact, false converts, and they're not real. Just to give you an example, Justin Bieber, Shyler Lee, Chris Pratt, Candace Cameron, Stephen Colbert, Selena Gomez, Carrie Underwood, and Denzel Washington. All these people claim to be Christians, followers of Christ. Okay? None of them are. It's all fake. Okay? Have you ever watched the Denzel Washington movie? You ever done that? Oh, thank God for that. You didn't, right? Ooh, well done. You will hear every curse word known to man in his movies. One thing about a Denzel Washington movie, you know something's going to happen when you turn that thing on. What is it? Somebody's going to get shot. Everybody gets shot in a Denzel Washington movie, and while they're dying and going to hell, somebody curses them out. Okay, this thing's a complete joke. I warned you about this from day one. Do not put any faith in a Christian celebrity. Okay? Now Kanye West came out last week with the revelation. As you know, he got divorced from the coven of witches, which is the Kardashians. These women are so loaded with demons, it is literally hard to describe. It's hard to describe. The sin is gasping, public, and prolific. Okay? Unbelievable. Last Thursday, Kanye admitted he is addicted to pornography. And he says pornography destroyed his entire family. Hello? He said that Hollywood was similar to a gigantic brothel. And he attacked the Kardashian matriarch, Kris Jenner, as being an instigator and a supporter of lust, pornography, all kinds of sinful, lustful behavior. He blamed her. He blamed her. He says he and his family, they're all involved in pornography, according to him. He writes this article about how upset he is because his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, they got 2 kids. And they're not being taken to decent private schools. Okay? I think the Kardashians, may be billionaires. I think Kanye West is a billionaire. I'm not sure if they're not billionaires. They're worth several $100 million a piece. No question. They are absolutely filthy rich. And Kanye West is now being attacked by Kris Jenner. Okay, she said, quote, "I'm almost 67 years old, and I don't always feel great, and this is all stressing me out to no end." And then Kanye retorted, of course they use Twitter, and he said they're trying to sexualize his children, they're raising them in a lustful, sexually perverted environment, and he wants his children to go to some other private school that he feels is stricter, more Christian, and he doesn't want his kids to be turned into perverts like him. He's still addicted to pornography and so on. And as I explained numerous times on these radio programs, because there's no deliverance from demons in Hollywood, and these celebrities supposedly turn their lives over to Christ, none of them ever go through deliverance and get out the lust and anger and greed and witchcraft and religion. All these demons, these people in Hollywood, they are loaded with them. Hollywood is a gigantic cesspool of Satan. He runs the entire town. He runs everybody in the town. He knows exactly what he's doing. Human sex trafficking wasn't just limited to Jeffrey Epstein. He was only the tip of the iceberg. The whole system is related to pedophilia. And I'll prove it to you. 3 weeks ago, the FBI just busted a staggering number of people involved in sex trafficking children in Hollywood. It was called Operation Cross Country. The FBI rescued more than 225 victims around the United States. 84 of them were minors. They arrested 85 people involved in this sex for hire, sex for money ring, which included children. Okay? Now, I'm no FBI fan, that's for sure. That's a criminal organization. But there are parts of the FBI that actually try to help people. At the top, no, there's none there. Those guys are all criminals. But some of the people that work at the FBI actually care about the country. And this particular group that focuses on human sex trafficking is one of them. The numbers of people involved in pedophilia in Hollywood is absolutely staggering. 85 people were arrested involved in this insane level of satanic corruption. 37 of the kids they rescued were just recently, and they were still actively, reported as missing. These people are kidnapping kids at schools, at daycare centers, at malls, playgrounds, anywhere they can get a kid, Sometimes right down the street while they're playing in the yard, somebody jumps out and grabs the child, throws him in a vehicle, and drives off. It happens within seconds. 37 of them they found were actively reported missing. The average age of the kids that they rescued was 15 years old. The youngest victim they rescued was 11 years old. Can you imagine that? This is a level of sin nobody's ever seen before at this level. And it's all coming out of Hollywood. These stars in Hollywood, they love having sex with kids. Epstein was the tip of the iceberg. Satan has spread this thing all over the country. All over the country. The 85 people they arrested that were running this were all over the country. They weren't just in California. They were everywhere. I mean, this thing's hard to believe. It isn't hard to believe. Satan is going to take over the country using witchcraft and fornication. He's already doing it. If you go to New Orleans, Las Vegas, San Francisco, LA, New York, and a host of other cities, you will see sin, sexual sin, at a level that will drop your mouth to the floor. That will drop your mouth to the floor. This raid here the FBI just conducted is the tip of the iceberg. This is simply collateral damage to Satan. He doesn't care about it. This is so prolific now that, you make an arrest here and there. He's not, that doesn't bother him. He'll just simply replace them. He'll just simply replace them. Can you imagine that? Almost 200,000 kids have been apprehended by Border Patrol. They came across the border without a parent. Almost 200,000. That's not including the getaways, the kids that got away, who were taken over by escorts and other people, and all those kids are sold into human trafficking. All these kids. 200,000 of them. This situation with Satan has gotten so bad, something's got to be done about it. What do they got to do? Well, you've got to go through your deliverance. You've got to learn spiritual warfare. You've got to learn to fight back. And I can help you. 602-636-5800. The Deliverance Center is the premier spiritual warfare training ground in the western part of the United States. I hope you'll come and come soon.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.